course. You're seeing a lot of that during the course of the playoffs. It's something you can't normally do during the season without beating somebody up too badly. But I talked to Chappie before the game. He was aware of being ready in the 7th inning. So we had that all in play. Johnny did a great job. I just felt in talking to him that it was the right time to get him out. You know, he was pushing pretty hard there to get those outs with the base runners, etc. So before the game, it was my intention to use CJ as a bridge, if we can, to get to Chappie. And the Napoli-CJ matchup I like a lot, and it ends up being a single. But don't underestimate how important that play was that Zobrist made in left field, keeping him in single. A lot of times that would have turned into a double. That was a great play by Zoe. And then eventually we kept them from scoring. Chappie came in and did something I guess he's never done before. So, yeah, there's all kinds of drama out there. When you have a guy like that that can pitch that many significant outs in the latter part of the game, it's pretty cool.
And all the way in the back to the right?
Hey, Joe, to follow that up.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Was your mindset that it's Chapman 8 outs or bust?
Oh, yeah. It was. That was our best opportunity. I thought right now, based on the bullpen usage recently, he's kind of fresh. He hasn't been overused in the last part of the season, nor throughout the playoffs. So, again, with him, like a lot of relief pitchers, late inning relief pitchers, you want to talk in advance of the moment. We did. So he was definitely aware of what may happen tonight.
And right here in the center?
Phil.
Joe, when Bryant and Rizzo hit the Bauer fastballs back-to-back, was that the offensive epiphany you were looking for?
Yeah, I loved it, man. You can see what happened after that. They kind of put their pitcher on the ropes a little bit. We had better at-bats. We got our 3 runs. Yes, all that. That's kind of what happened in Los Angeles, where all of a sudden we got that one big blow. It's incredible what it does when you do that, what it does to your team and what it does to the opposition pitcher. It's just part of the game. So you have to be able to punch and counter punch all the time, and we were able to do that tonight. And the 3 runs held up beautifully.
And all the way in the back?
Joe, those of us that have been here all year know the deal, but for the nation to see what Anthony can do with the glove on the biggest stage, how vital has he been for your defense?
He had an incredible evening. The pop-up, the picks, the dive. If Chappie had covered first base, it would have been a lot less angst going on. He was outstanding. You're right. I mean, we talked about it before the game, the counterintuitive point about playing more defense tonight when we have to score runs, but we have to catch the ball to win. We have to. And we did. And I think Riz provides kind of like a security blanket for the rest of the infield. I mean, they know if they just get it in that direction, he's going to take care of it. And he did tonight once again. So he's been that complete player all season long, but he really highlighted his defensive prowess tonight.
And right here in the center, Richard?
Joe, you feel like you're going to have a happy Halloween now?
Yeah.
And then going to Cleveland for these games, these last 2 games, you feel like we got a real series now? Maybe a classic, something that's pretty special? Yeah,
I've never been looking forward to wanting to play the 7th game of a World Series in my life, So, yeah, we get to go over there with 2 rested starting pitchers. Again, from an entertainment perspective, if you're a baseball fan or looking to become a baseball fan, it was wonderful tonight, outstanding. But I like to believe we're going to gain some momentum from this game going back over there. Momentum's always based on your starting pitcher too, and well, again with these guys, you saw how good their bullpen was once again. It's really important to grab that lead and hold on to. We did.
And over here in the center again.
Joe, you're showing a lot of confidence in Edwards, considering he was the first reliever you turned to and the only non-Chapman reliever.
Right.
And how comfortable are you with him as this carries on?
I mean, very, very comfortable. I mean, it probably was not his best night overall. I mean, the velocity was down a little bit. He might have been a little bit taken by the whole thing, but I got to get him out there. He's the righty that can really get out lefties also, as well as Grimmer. Grimmer has been out there a couple times. He's done a great job all season. And again, he was the right guy. And then beyond that, I'm looking down the road. I mean, you get guys into these moments like this, an absolute growth moment for him. I really feel good about the next time we have to bring him out there. Now, I was hopefully getting at least 2 outs, maybe the whole inning, and then Chappie just got to get 6. But the fly out by Santana was very, very special to get that done. And, yeah, I felt good about it.
Any last couple for Joe? Yep.
Yes.
Bill, right here. And then in the back.
Joe, you mentioned rested starting pitchers going. Is this the exact kind of situation you managed Arrieta's workload for and pretty much your whole staff?
Exactly. We've been really aware of that. Even Johnny Lester. I mean, although he was the only one over 200, I think. But we attempted to do that from day one. Like I said, I had that conversation with Jake in spring training in the food room in Mesa. First time I saw him, and we talked, and I brought it right up immediately. So we've been on the same page, taking him out of games a little bit sooner. The good part about last year also was that he felt it. He knows what it feels like now, and he knew that it might be wise to do that or pragmatic for this year, and so we did. And then even Kyle. I mean, early in the season, Kyle, I pulled him out early. I just thought he was growing into it, and he did. And then eventually, he had a nice body of work. But going into this next game, I mean, Kyle had 85, I think, on his last outing. I can't remember. Jake was right around 100. So there really should be in good shape, good stead going to their next starts.
Okay, last couple for Joe, right here,
Joe.
the center
Yes,
back.
sir.
Chris obviously had the home run, but did you just see a better approach from him today?
Yeah, he got called on a strike. Apparently, it might have been up, and I guess the one was down and away. I just like the fact that he wasn't just swinging at anything. I think that's what we all have to be able to do. That's the kind of thing that could get him rolling. There's no question about that. And then beyond that, I was just talking in the other room. We get to play an American League game now too, which I'm not an advocate of, but I'll take it right now. So we get to get Schwarber back in the lineup, and that definitely lengthens what we potentially can do.
And one last one here in the center, middle.
Joe, can you talk about a player like Chris who comes into major leagues and is very successful early on? He has to learn to adjust to the way, different pitching.
Oh, yeah. They come at him hard. Fortunately, we've been able to keep him in front of Riz, excuse me, the whole year pretty much, I think. And, I mean, I'm really aware of protection. Now, they walk Rizzo to pitch to Zobrist. I was fine with that. I mean, I'm good with Zo hitting in that moment. But your lineup, again, is always about protection, and that's what I'm saying. Going into an American League venue now, being able to utilize Schwarber, all of a sudden those names get a little bit longer, gets a little bit thicker, and that's just the nature of the American League. So KB, they come at him hard. Rizzo, from the beginning of this postseason, everybody's been kind of pitching around him. That's just what's happening. So now we could do something possibly a little bit differently, and see how it plays out.